Hi guys, this is Ms.Hong. Today is June 10th, Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, everyone. We did the exponent rules and practice, right? Last class, and today I'm gonna show you two more rules, and that's the major thing on Algebra 2. So last class, that was like more likely Algebra 1 stuff, and this is definitely Algebra 2 stuff. Alright, so let's look at this one, guys. So first one, negative exponent rule. So once you could have negative power like this. Look at this, you have negative power, so x to the negative 1. Then that means you flip the number. You know, when you just have x, we know that's x over 1, right? And when you see negative power, you're flipping your fraction. So your numerator and denominator switched. Alright? So this negative cannot make your number negative number. This negative powers that does not have any relationship with negative positive numbers, negative 1 power or negative power that related to flipping your fraction. Alright? So when you see this x to the negative m, right? So you see this negative sign over here, right? That negative sign, once you see the negative, then what do? You flip your base. So your base in here, that's x, right? When you flip x, 1 over x, right? So when you flip it, that's 1 over x, and you have m power. So, you know, we learned about distributing the power, right? So 1 over x to the m, like this. You get this one. So we call x and 1 over x, that's reciprocal, which means you're switching your numerator and denominator. Okay, and look at this one, guys. So you see x to the negative, right? Here, negative power. Then what do? We flip your base. So you flip this x. So you have x. So I'm gonna flip it like 1 over x, right? And then you still have this m power. But don't forget your 1 over on top of it. So actually this one is, I can rewrite it 1 over x to the m power, right? So this one turned to this, and then, you know, from here that's 1 over x to the m, right? So we can do, this over means division, right? So we can do 1 divided by 1 over x to the m, right? So, you know, division, you change it to multiplication, and you flip. So x to the m over 1, you can do that. You flip it, right? Then what? Finally, you get x to the m, right? But this is too much complicated, right? So once you see negative exponent, then you can put it on the other side. That was on the denominator. So get rid of this negative sign, get rid of it, and put it on the top. That works. That's kind of shortcut. Alright? So look, this is on the numerator because nothing on the denominator. That means what? Nothing on the denominator. That means you have over 1, right? Get rid of this negative sign, put it on the bottom. Alright? And for that one, look at this. So when you look at that one, so do you see this negative? So get rid of this negative and put it on the top like that. Alright? And look at this one, guys. Once you get fraction base and you have negative exponent, then see this negative exponent, get rid of it and switch. So you can make it y over x. You see that? Y over x. You switch, get rid of your negative sign, and you just keep the power. Okay? So this is the rule, and I'm going to show you examples. So look. A. Look at A. X to the negative 3, right? Then what do? Get rid of the negative, right? Get rid of the negative. So make it positive. And put it on the denominator, because you didn't have any denominator. That means we can just make it over 1, right? So you flip it. 1 over x cubed. That's it. right? And then look at B. Then do you see this negative, right? So get rid of it, and you just make it 1 over 4 to the second power. What's 4 to the second power? 4 squared, 16. So I can just write it 1 over 16, right? And C, do you see negative sign? Negative over here. So anytime you get negative, that's confusing. So I want you to do negative sign first. Get rid of it, right? Get rid of it, and you switch your numerator and denominator. So you get y over x squared and third power, right? And then we learned about distributing, right? So we need to distribute. Then you get y cubed over x, 2 times y 3, 6, like that. All right? And D. So when you look at D, it's the same thing. Negative 4x to the 5th. This negative is just negative, right? And then we need to simplify that one, this negative 2, right? So get rid of this negative sign, and you put this y, right? So negative 4x to the 5th power, we can't do anything for that, but your the last one, y to the negative 2 power, that will be 1 over y squared, right? 1 over y squared. So, I can just write it negative 4x to the 5 all over y squared. Okay? So you know what? Easily you can think, oh, whenever I get negative power, I have to put it on the other side. If that was on numerator, I have to put it on the denominator. If that was on the denominator, I have to put it on the numerator. Alright? So get rid of the negative sign and you can just change the place. Alright? So that was on the numerator, right? So just put it on the denominator. Make over and then put y squared. Alright? And look at E. Then E's, do you see these 2 negative signs? This. We cannot simplify that. We can't, right? And oh, one more here. So what? Once you get negative sign, then we need to put it on the opposite, right? So that was on the numerator, then you need to put it on the denominator. If that was on the denominator, you need to put it on the numerator, right? So, oops. So look at this one, guys. So I have b cubed. That's not negative power, so I'm gonna put it b cubed just there because we can't do anything for that, right? And look at this, a to the negative 2, right? So get rid of this negative, then you just get a squared, and we have to put it on the denominator because that was on the numerator, right? So a squared, like that. And do you see that? C to the negative 4. So negative exponent, get rid of the negative sign, you put it on the top, like that. Do you see d to the negative 1, right? So put it on the other side, d positive 1, like that. That's it. And then normally we write the letter in order. So I'm going to do b cubed, c to the 4, and d to the first power. Normally we don't write 1, right? So just keep it like that. I'm not going to write anything for this. And my final answer will be like that. Okay? And this one, guys, F. So first, we have to combine the same base first. So number goes together. Numbers. So negative 3 times by negative 2. Negative 6, right? Negative 6. And you have x. So x together. So x and x, right? And you know what? Nothing over here. That means that's 1, right? And I have x to the negative 2 and a 1. So what? We add it because that's product, right? Negative 2 plus 1, like this. And then your y. So your y over here, that is what? So nothing over here, so that's 1. That means 1, right? So times y and 1 plus negative 3, like this, right? Because I used the product rule. We did it yesterday, right? So I'm gonna simplify this. Negative 6, just keep it. And x to the what? Negative 2 plus 1, that's negative 1, right? And then y to the 1 plus minus, so will be minus, that's 1 minus 3, which is y to the negative 2. And now, do you see negative powers, right? Negative 1 and negative 2, so we have to put it on the denominator, right? So I'm gonna write fraction bar, and I'm gonna put it over here, x to the 1, y to the second power, and erase this like that. Let's write it a little bit prettier, xy squared, like this. So that is my final answer. Okay, that is my final answer. And the last one, g. So look, this is, you have something and there's another power, so this is power to the power, so you need to multiply your exponent, right? So we need to distribute first. So let's see, how can I distribute this? So you need to give this power to every single term, right? Every single base. So here and here. So you need to multiply negative 2 3 times. So let me rewrite it. So negative 2 to the negative 2 power. So I did the first one and my second one. X squared to the negative 2, right? And y to the negative 4 to the negative 2, like this. And let's simplify this one. Alright? And guys, look, this is confusing. That's confusing. Do you see negative, negative? We are not doing anything with that because this negatives on the exponent, right? So negative exponents can do only flipping the number, alright? Only flipping the number. So that one will be negative 2, right? Get rid of your negative sign, so 2, and then you just make it 1 over, okay? And then same here, that one, then what do? Times 1 over x squared, and what? You lose this negative sign because we make it 1 over, right? So 2, and that one. But look, this one, before you flip it, look guys, this is negative, 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 negative. Then you can multiply this negative, negative, right? So that one, I'm gonna write it y to the negative, y to the positive 8. Because negative 4 times negative 2, then you will get positive 8. Then you can ask me, Ms.Hong, why you didn't do here? Why you didn't multiply it? Because if you multiply it, then you will get negative 4, right? And anyway, you need to flip it because that's already positive negative number, so you will get negative. And that's positive negative number, so you will get negative. So for this case, I just flipped the number, but that one, negative, 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 negative exponent, you can turn it to the positive. But I'm telling you, this negative sign, that negative sign, power cannot do anything with this negative sign, okay? So this part is important part. This is important. That's confusing, okay? And then let me simplify it more. So that one, what's negative 2 squared? Do you see this parenthesis, right? So that means negative 2 times negative 2, right? So will be 4. So I can just write it 1 over 4. And my second one, 2 times by 2, so that's 4, right? 1 over x to the 4, right? And then I have y to the 8th power, so you can just keep it on the top, all right? So if I simplify that, that's y to the 8 over 4x to the 4, like this. Okay guys, this is confusing, I know. If you don't get it, you need to rewind it. So go back to the beginning of the video and review that one again. All right, review it again. And I'll be back on the second video for my second rule. All right.